So, welcome everyone. I am Georgia, and tonight we are here, of course, to celebrate with all the great, beautiful community that we are building up online. And it's such a great pleasure to be with you and to celebrate this sacred day, no matter where we are in the world. This is the good thing of really the work that we are doing. I had the greatest pleasure for this cycle, as we have introduced last ceremony. We have a new cycle that started last season, and for this cycle, we are also recording seasonal videos where we conduct you, when we basically create these little pieces of art where we show you the land, Avalon, Glastonbury here. And we connect with the energies of the different aspects of Our Lady of Avalon. And we try to represent as best as we can those energies via video. So before we start, I also would like you to connect with me 1 second, because then we are going to enjoy the video that we have created for this time of the year. So I was honored to be a fire, the goddess that represents the fire for this season. So of course I will light my candle with the flame of Avalon. And if you have a candle, I will ask you to do the same, as we will work with fire a lot this year. If you don't have a candle, you can just connect with us and really feeling the energies coming through, as we are all one, as we are all part of this beautiful circle in love and service to Goddess. As we connect with this fire, I'm sure you will enjoy the little journey Maiden Goddess did to pass over the flame to the fire goddess. So enjoy the little video that we have done for you.
Lady, you are the fire in my heart. You are the fire that burns so bright. Lady, you are the fire that dances on the heart. You are the fire that dances as a flame. Lady, you are the fire that burns away the pain. You are the fire lady. You are the fire lady. You are the fire lady. You are the fire. So bright. You are the fire lady. You are the fire lady. You are the fire lady. You are the fire that sets my soul alive. You are the fire lady. 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 You are the
Beloveds, if you'd like to close your eyes and shuffle your bum a little bit on your seat to make yourself comfortable, and place your feet on the floor so that you can be connected with Mother Earth. And fall behind your eyes, taking a deep breath in, and open your inner eyes. Draw another deep breath in and release. Allow your breath to sweep away any obstacles or blockages that may lie in your way to the Lady's light. Lift your shoulders for a moment and give your heart space to expand. Draw a deep breath into your heart. Allow a red cold and let it travel downwards through your solar plexus, through your root, down into the earth like a cosmic umbilical cord seeking your Earth Mother. Take another deep breath in and follow the consciousness of the cord into the earth, past your Earth star, and past the bones of your ancestors, and past the seeds that are popping open as we speak, and the new roots that are coming into fruition as it's springtime. Take another deep breath in and allow that cord to flow past the sediments of the ancient oceans that once covered this earth. And deeper it flows past the crystal caves and into the center of Mother Earth, where her beating heart lies and waits for you to once again connect with her. Bring your cord to her heart and allow it to connect with your Mother Earth. And allow her love to flow into your cord. Allow her to welcome you back with the love of the mother that gave birth to you. And feel that red hot energy of love flowing into the cord, and take a nice deep breath in. With every breath, you pull that energy up, 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 back into your body, through your base, feeling it warming that part of your body, that base part of your body, through your roots, through your solar plexus, up, feeling the warmth of the mother. Taking another deep breath in. Until it reaches your heart and flows into your heart. And with every heartbeat, it pumps up that energy from your mother and fills your heart and expands your heart. So big, filling your heart with her love. And breathing in again and just enjoying that feeling of connection for a moment. And feeling that filling of your heart for a moment. And then seeing another cord, this one silver, unfold out of your heart and going upwards to your upper heart, through your throat, past your radiant brow, up through your crown chakra, into the darkened night sky above you, where 1,000,000 stars twinkle and the moon is glowing. Take a deep breath in and let that cord flow further out. One of those stars is your mother star. One of those stars is where your star seed was born. Your soul star seed came from that star. And you will see it above you if you look really carefully. It twinkles lighter and brighter than any of the other stars. And your cord reaches towards that star and it connects with it. And the star, your star mother, pours that crystalline, silvery, starlight energy into your cord and follows your cord all the way back through the dark sky, past the moon, into your body through your crown, and allows it to flow through your body. And take a deep breath in and let that crystalline star energy flow through every cell of your body, clearing away anything that is not needed. And when it reaches your heart, it mixes and mingles with that dark, red, beautiful, earthy energy of your Earth Mother. And they mix and mingle, becoming effervescent, sparkling, bringing that spark of life, of fire back into your body after the sleepy winter. And you feel like you're breaking out in light, and your whole body is surrounded by the rays of those lights. And you shine the light of the Lady of the earth and the stars into the world. You have become a battery of light, the violet light of the Lady of Avalon. And you are her conduit, and you are her channel. And everyone who sees your light will be gladdened, their heart expanding too. Keep that image in your mind for a moment and breathe through it, breathe it in, who you really are in this world. And keeping that image in your heart and knowing who you are, come back to the consciousness of the here and now and allow yourself to call in with us the Lady's fire at this time of EOSTRE. Blessed be.
And bringing our attention to the east, we call in Arta, Sun Goddess, Goddess of the hearth, Goddess of our homes. We invite you into our world temple, inviting you to bring your light with the promise of spring. You are the fiery light. You are the one that shines so bright in the sky, rising in the east, setting in the west. You are our constant, our life giver. Warm the seeds in the soil that we plant at the time of the spring equinox, so we may have harvest at autumn. Hazel woman, we call to you as we see your greening leaves, your bounty ready for the autumn. We call to you, bring your light. Sun Goddess who warms our cheeks, be with us this evening. Bless us with your love. You are the nurturer, Fire Maiden. We welcome your animals, the hare, the cats, and the green woodpecker, the colour of you, O Lady of the springtime. Bless our flames, sweet maiden, here that we hold this evening, imbuing your magic, your greening. We call to you, Lady of springtime. We breathe you in, out with gratitude. Hail and welcome, Fire Maiden.
Flame of love, flame of Beltane, we call to you. We welcome you here into our circle this evening as we honor the fire that grows in us, the fire of sexuality and sensuality, the fire of touch that we all so long for in these days. Oh, beloved fire of love, we call to you. Come and move in our veins, in our bodies. Flow in us as a flickering flame of passion and love. Oh, beloved maiden of fire of love, we welcome you here today, and we breathe you in. Hail and welcome, flame of love, and blessed be.
And we call to you, Mother of Water. We call to you at this time when the heat rises in the land, and our bodies long for that time of year when we can swim in your waters, with the sunlight sparkling, bringing your heat of sunlight into our lives. We call to you, Nolava of Water, Mother of the springs and wells, Mother of rivers, streams, Mother of the ocean. We invite your flow into our lives. We sit by your waters as the flame rises in the land, and we offer you our offerings of thanks and gratitude at your sacred springs. Lady of Water, how we love you. We breathe your energies in. Hail and welcome, Goddess of Water, and blessed be.
And turning with me in your mind's eye to the southwest, where we call Mother, Mother, Mother of Flame. Some call you Cur. We call to you, Great Mother, who is the heartbeat within our earth, the heartbeat in every mother. We feel your flame as the belly of the mother, the flame that drives creation, the flame that is the promise that we sow now in spring, the realization of dreams, the realization of the dreams of our grandmothers and mothers and ourselves. Mother of Flame, you are the fruit that we long for. You are the realization of ourselves and the beautiful, beautiful love realized in our world. Your arms hold us all. Great Mother of Flame, Sun Fire of Lammas, we call to you, we honor you, we love you, and we breathe you in. Hail and welcome, Mother of Fire. Blessed be.
Mother of the Earth Fire, we feel your presence beneath our feet. We call to you, great Earth Mother of Fire. Come to us tonight as we sink our roots deep into your belly, drawing up the earth fire, drawing up the green fire, drawing up the sap, the kundalini fire that ignites our hearts, our bodies, our souls. O great Earth Mother of the Fire, we feel you. We feel you in the land. We feel you beneath our feet. We feel you in the trees, in the plants, in the creatures, in the awakening of spring. O great Spring Mother Nolava, we breathe you in. Hail and welcome, Spring Mother of Fire. Blessed be.
And so the fires rise, bright flames burning. Release, release what you no longer need. Let go to the crone of fire, she that lights the darkness. Let go of all you no longer need. Make space for those new shoots to rise. Crone of fire, we honor you, our deepest respect. Hail and welcome to this circle, Crone of Fire. Blessed be.
We call upon the Mother of Air, Nolava of Air, Winter and Yule, and the fire that is brought to us on the air warmed by her sun, the warmth that we feel in her breeze, in her winds, the radiance of the stars in her sky lighting up the night. Mother of Fire, we find you in the air, in our breath. Please be with us now. Mother of Air, we breathe you in. Hail and welcome, Lady of Fire. Blessed be.
And facing to the northeast, we find the Maiden of Fire. She who's the young fire, the first sparkle shining in our hearts. She's the innocence. She's the magic the healing, the life force. We can hear you laughing, joying, playing, bringing us your plain, joyful, passionate chorus of life. We welcome you, Maiden, Maiden of Fire. We breathe you in. Hail and welcome, Maiden of Fire.
So Jameela and I are going to teach you a song now. And this song is one I wrote. I've put the words up in the chat. EOSTRE, EOSTRE, new life, rebirth. EOSTRE, EOSTRE, new life, rebirth. Buds are bursting, birds are singing, days are getting longer, welcome the sun. Buds are bursting, birds are singing, days are getting longer, welcome the sun. EOSTRE, EOSTRE, new life, rebirth. EOSTRE, EOSTRE, new life, rebirth. Catkins swinging, bees are buzzing, little lambs are dancing to the song of the earth. Catkins swinging, bees are buzzing, little lambs are dancing to the song of the earth. EOSTRE, EOSTRE, new life, rebirth. EOSTRE, EOSTRE, new life, rebirth. The dead of winter's over, eggs are hatching, little bunnies hopping to the song of the earth. The dead of winter's over, eggs are hatching, little bunnies hopping to the song of the earth. EOSTRE, EOSTRE, new life, rebirth. EOSTRE, EOSTRE, new life, rebirth.
And thank you so much to Maya and Jameela for their beautiful song. This is the season of the spring equinox, that balance point where we have tipped over into the lighter time of the year. In this country and all over the world, many things are changing. There are great waves of change which are occurring, and we are part of those changes. All of us who are here this evening are part of a great change that is occurring, and I would like to speak to something that happened here in Britain just a couple of weeks ago. A young woman called Sarah Everard was murdered by a man who was mad. Out of her death has come a great outpouring of anger, rage, sadness and grief. Sadness for her family and all those who knew her, who were close to her. Grief for her family, for her sudden removal from life. And also the outpouring of the grief of many women and our experience as women of what it is to live in this patriarchal world. And what has come also is the conversation between women where we are all acknowledging our fears to walk in the darkness at night, and our fears to walk in the darkness of the unknown perpetrator who may harm us, and our fears of walking in the daytime. And in a way, this is the first time it has emerged in such a huge groundswell of anger and rejection of such a way of living for all of us as women. And of course, recognizing that the majority of men are not perpetrators of violence, but it is the few who tarnish the whole. And that most women walk in fear most of the time. And it is really time in this year, in 2021, that this starts to end. This must end. This fear we carry of men and violence has to end. It has to end now. And if Sarah Everard's death shows anything, it tells us no more. We will not live like this anymore. We will not live like this. And we call to all our sisters and brothers across the world to end this. And we take the energy of this time, the courage of these days, of the equinox. We take our passion and our love of life, and we bring that energy to change the way things are for the better. So I'm asking you, in your heart in this moment, to really pray to Goddess and to all the beneficent beings of this world, that this state of affairs changes, that we may walk in peace and without fear, that we do not walk carrying it in our hearts, and that the men of the world know that we are not afraid of them any longer. Because this fear that we carry and the way that it is enacted is what creates, has created all the wars, all the death, all the destruction in the world. And it is time now, March 20th, 2021. This must end. And we, as women, we take responsibility for this ending. And we ask the men of the world to take responsibility for ending these patterns with our brothers, with your brothers. We ask you as men to talk to the men that you know, to ask them about their behaviors, to question yourself about your own, to talk, to communicate, and to say no more, no more, no more. I ask for the blessings of the Fire Maiden on this prayer. And blessed be.
This is a song by Kellyanna, and Kellyanna has given us permission to sing this song, and I think it's a really important song for all of us right now. And it's Fire Transform Me. And this fire, this spring fire, can transform all of our fears and all of our sorrows. The sun is getting warmer. We're feeling our bodies expand. So let's give it a try. Please, at home, join me if you like. Fire transform me, bring me to my passion. Fire transform me, bring me to my passion. I choose life. Yes. I choose courage. I choose life. Yes, I choose courage to dance amongst the flames, to dance amongst the flames. Fire transform me, bring me to my passion. Fire transform me, bring me to my passion. I choose life, yes, choose courage. I choose life, yes, I choose courage to dance amongst the flames, to dance amongst the flames. Fire transform me, bring me to my passion. Fire transform me, bring me to my passion. I choose life, yes, choose courage. I choose life, yes, I choose courage to dance amongst the flames, to dance amongst the flames, to dance amongst the flames. May this Ostara give you the courage to dance amongst the flames and grab life with both hands and burst open with joy. Blessed be.
Just really feeling that fire and that courage at this time of the equinox, at this time of transformation, at this time of balance. I'm going to offer us all a little time to prayer into the fire. Can you see this beautiful fire behind me? Imagine that you are putting sticks on this fire and that you are feeding this fire with your love, with your passion, with your courage. What is it that you need in your life at this time? What is it that your heart's fire, your love, your passion calls for? Just feel into your body. Feel into your heart. Feel into the fire. Feel. What is your heart's fire calling for? Dropping deep into that heart, into your fire. Breathe in that freedom, that passion, that love. Breathe into the fresh new beginnings. Breathe into the fire of Goddess. Breathe into the light of love. Breathe into the fresh spring Kundalini energy and take it into your body. Breathing it up, feeling that fire, feeling that love. Calling to Goddess to help you to burn and transmute anything that is stopping you from feeling her love. Breathe it in. Feel that fire of rebirth, reigniting your hearts, opening you to the flow of love, of creativity, of your empowerment. feeling that empowerment, feeling that passion, feeling that strength, feeling that circle of sisters, of mothers, of lovers, of brothers, of fathers, feeling that circle of humanity, feeling the strength in our love, in our passion, and feeling the heat of the fire of new beginnings. Feeling that fire flowing throughout all of your body, awakening you to your soul fire, your heart fire. Feeling the fullness of your dreams. What is it that you dream for? What is it that you desire? If you were out limitation without fear, what could you do, be, see, create, share? Feel the fullness of that creativity. Feel Goddess feeding you, igniting those visions like little green flowers bursting forth with the joy, with the beauty, with the blessings of your creative vision. And imagine that every step you take is the green fire of love, the green fire of new beginnings, the green fire of your presence in loving arms of Goddess. Blessed be.
And now, following Kathy's lovely talk and her words, I've written a song that I hope will express some of those emotions that we're all feeling. I invite you to hear them with me now, to lift our voices together. From the ashes of the broken years of burning times, unspoken fears, it's time, sisters, it's time to break open all our held back grief, to speak and sing with voices deep. It's time, sisters, it's time to rise, to ignite the flame, to rise, to hear the voice of woman in our lands again. Healing voices rise with the fire, healing voices lift our circle high. The voices of the past are mine. It's time to heal our mother lines. It's time, sisters, it's time to go hand in hand across the years, release all shame, reclaim all fears. It's time to rise, ignite the flame, to rise, to hear the voice of women in our lands again. feel your heat rise. I feel your joy as mine. I feel your heat rise. I feel your joy as mine. Healing voices, healing choices, healing voices. From the ashes of the broken years of burning times, unspoken fears, it's time. Sisters, it's time to break open all our held back grief, to speak and sing with voices deep. It's time. It's sisters, it's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. Blessed be.
And with the earth full of gratitude, as we are all here connected with the flame, the sacred flame of Avalon, the magic that travels between the worlds, between the countries and the time, thanks to this little flame, little but bright, strong, that burns into our hearts. We're all one in connection. If you ever feel lonely, if you ever feel scared, if you miss Avalon, if you miss your sisters and the connection, always remember that you can light your candle. No matter where you are, you will be connected to her love, to her gifts and blessings, so that we may join this circle of flame. We may burn bright and shine our power, our authenticity into her word. Blessed be.
There was once a young woman who was by inclination and by trade a gardener. And she spent her days planting and pruning and digging and weeding. And although she was still young, she had already begun to make a name for herself as someone who could coax the brightest colours and the sweetest scented flowers and the most delicious vegetables out of the most unpromising plots of land. Now, gardening is a thing of patience and a thing of time. And the young woman was learning these skills. And one morning, she had gone out to a new wilderness of a garden that promised great things but needed much work done to it. And she had been tending and digging and pulling weeds from the clay all morning so that there were crescent moons of mud under her nails and her palms were grained with earth. But somehow, although she was learning patience, that morning, that March morning, her thoughts were restless and chased one another. And if there was one thing, one word that was filling her mind, it was urgent. Urgent. Something in her mind felt urgent that March morning, and the rhythm went from her working hands, and 1,000 thoughts filled her mind. Her craft, the craft of the gardener, is so long to learn, she thought, and life is so short. And amongst all she yearned to know about weather and plants and the way of growth and soil, there were other questions too. When would I flourish? She wondered. And would I always be gardening alone? Well, the questions went on and on, chasing their tails, and by early afternoon, she could do no more. She packed up her things and she set off home across the fields. In the fields, the lambs were skipping. In her mind, her thoughts were skipping, still following, chasing their tails like crazy. But although her thoughts were racing, as she reached the little gate that opened onto the lane that led home, her body had an idea. Her feet turned and did not go through the little gate to the lane for home, but led her off down a muddy path where she seldom went. And very soon she was surprised to find herself standing at the edge of a small pool amongst hazel trees. She looked at the trees in some surprise. Ah, hazel, ha, she said to herself. If the hazelnuts were ripe and I could eat just one, like in the stories, I would be so full of wisdom. I would know instantly all that it will take me so long to learn. And then, the gardens I could make, and the life I would live. But the hazels were not ripe. They were still tight and green in their husks like a dream. The young woman looked at the water of the small pool. The breeze of March was ruffling the surface, and as she watched, her mind caught up with the idea that her body had had at the gate. She took off her clothes. She stepped into the cold, springtime water. She waded in. She gasped. She took 1, 2, 3 strokes to the other side of the pool, and then she turned and she ducked under the water. She surfaced in the very middle of the little pool. Above her, the hazel trees made a ring, and above them, the bright blue sky with its scudding clouds. And suddenly, deep within her, the spark that is now and now and now ignited her being and shot through every molecule of her body and escaped in a burst of laughter through her mouth that went flaming up through the solar system like a flare and burst in a million tiny, shining, flaming molecules. In her heart, patience and impatience joined hands and danced together in a ring. From under her nails, dark crescent moons of mud dissolved away into the water, falling like grains of gold. And in the depths, the salmon of wisdom glided in from the future and brushed gently between her thighs for an instant and disappeared into the depths. The woman got out of the pool. She dried herself and she walked on, fuller of wisdom than a salmon. brighter than the flame in a green hazelnut, lighter of heart than a catkin dancing on the bow's end. Blessed be.
Thank you, Christine. And now I would just love us to really ground that flame that we've been working with and igniting and carrying this whole evening by just really grounding it in our bodies with some more sound. So we've had lots of amazing offerings of songs tonight, and this one is a little fire chant that I think will really help us just to feel that fire within us, because sometimes looking at a screen can kind of take us out of our bodies and out of what's actually going on inside for us right now. So just taking a moment to just breathe really deeply into your body, maybe just closing your eyes, looking away from the computer for a moment. Just relaxing your body, taking some deep breaths, making sure your neck and shoulders are really relaxed. And feel that fire of life igniting within you. The fire of the Kundalini energy of the earth rising, that together we've been raising this evening. And working with that fire energy, I'll offer this chant for you. And if you feel to join in, I'm going to sing it through 3 times, maybe 4. I'll sing it through 4 times. Then please do, and I'll put the lyrics in the chat here. I feel the fire in my soul. And if you have a drum, be great to drum along with me. You can see Annalise drumming. I feel the fire in my body. I feel the fire in my heart. Feel the fire in my soul. I feel the fire in my soul. I feel the fire in my body. I feel the fire in my heart. Feel the fire in my soul. I feel the fire in my soul. I feel the fire in my body. I feel the fire in my heart. Feel the fire in my soul. Last time. I feel the fire in my soul. I feel the fire in my body. I feel the fire in my heart. fire in my soul. Thanks everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. Feeling that fire, raising the fire. Blessed be.
And so today, a new zodiacal year begins. As Sol, our sun goddess, crosses the threshold, emerging from the cosmic womb of Pisces and blazing into Aries. Aries is the first fire, the sign of initiation. She is the beginning of all things. She is the warrioress who helps us to find the courage to start again, to create something new at this, the first equinox of the Aquarian era. Just 24 hours later, on the 21st of March, Venus, the lover goddess, will also enter Aries. Her essence will bring warmth to the parts of ourselves that have been cold or numb. She will reawaken our passion for life. The solar queen and the love goddess will merge together later this week on the 26th of March, creating what is now become popularly known as a Venus Stargate or star point. As Venus enters this vault of light, as she merges with the sun, all of the layers of her old self burn away. The false identities, the insecurities, the fear and the apathy, the self-doubt. It is all transmuted in the blazing heat as she transforms from morning to evening star once again. As they merge, you could ask yourself what you will cast into the flames of alchemy, how you will purify your own heart. Are you brave enough to release the shadows of not enoughness? Chiron, the shaman or wounded healer, will sit close by their conjunction, reminding us that rebirth and change can often be a painful process. It is both brutal and beautiful, like the shoot breaking through the shell of the seed. But it is nothing compared to living a life of quiet inauthenticity. This energy, this astrological alignment, asks you to reflect on who you truly are beneath the conditioning, beneath the desire to be liked or accepted. It asks you where you are hiding or refusing to let yourself be seen in your full light, perhaps from fear of being rejected. How can you empower yourself to create the changes that you wish to see? Remember that you are not your wounds. Also, this equinox week, we have Mars, the ruler of Aries, coming into conjunction with the North Node, the head of the serpent in Gemini, reminding us of the power of giving voice to our truths, of standing up, of speaking, of being heard. She speaks to us of the current karmic lessons of the collective, to move beyond old thought patterns, ideologies, and dogmatic thinking, and open ourselves up to new perspectives. She asks, can we relinquish our need to be right? Gemini, the cosmic twins, teaches us that truth is relative and ever-changing. The more we think we know, the less we truly understand. At this equinox, we ask ourselves, how much can we allow our minds to expand? How can we feel into the new pathways, the new opportunities, the new creative inspirations that are opening all around us like buds of blossom upon the hedgerows? Let us utilize this energy to activate our own soul note, to come together, to sing our spells of healing, awakening, and rebirth for all. As Venus rises, may we all be resurrected in her fiery love. Blessed be.
And as we come to the close of our ceremony this evening, we thank you all for being here with us this sacred night, a night and day that is equal. Let's just take a moment to breathe in her love and exhale with gratitude. Thanking the Fire Maiden for all that she has offered us this evening and for her presence, for her flame of love and passion, bringing up the Kundalini. We look forward to warm and sensual evenings of the summer, warmed by her fiery bliss. With gratitude for the fire of creativity that flows within all of us. Fire of creation that realizes our dreams. We have drawn up her green fire, igniting our hearts and souls. Gratitude for her fire that can also burn away anything that no longer serves us. This is the time of the spring and the greening, and we look forward to summer breezes brushing up against our skin. Gratitude to the Maiden of Fire that lights up the stars in the night sky and illuminates the moon. We welcomed her light and energy, her love, her fieriness, her passion. Go out in her nature and feel the radiant kiss of her love and warmth and light upon your cheeks. Walk barefoot, earthing yourself with her nature, in her greening, in her springtime, and connect to her in the fiery belly of Earth, our planet, our home. She is radiant, she is love. I share her flame. Maiden of Fire, we share it with you all, and I pass it on. Blessed be.